Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you. And Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
Minshew's going to throw here straight away. Complete here to Bowers. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First and 10 from the 41. Minshew working from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And this is a huge loss on the play. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. From the shotgun, Minshew. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Oh, he's got it back again. And he's just going to take the sack here as he heads out of bounds. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Barkley gets it on third down. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. Call it 5 yards there. It's going to be 4th and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
They'll run for it with Barkley. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4. All right, set now. 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you this story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that, with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
Breaks out the spin cycle. He's in. Touchdown. The Eagles have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock.
This ain't no million rocks, just some money dance on it.
Defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10, Minshew. Caught by Marshall. He's got a gain of 6 there. Darius Slay with the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go with Madison. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Josh Sweat making the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Madison again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. A.J. Cole on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And this will hit the goal line and then go into the end zone for a touchback. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So before they get the snap away, ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense.
Offside, defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 1st down.
A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on 1st down. Running it after the penalty. Crosses midfield, still going. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So 2nd down coming up. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jack Jones making that tackle. 6 yards the pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And 4th and 4 coming up. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. He connects downfield on 4. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Place far, far away. We're going, buddy boy. Where are you going, buddy boy? Where are you going? Sit down, stupid. Let's keep moving. Oh, another one right here. Yeah, we can actually try the HCR out now because we're like out of range. Let's see.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Good boy. Good boy. At the HCR, you can't forget Max Sam Stryber right now. See how this class compared to like a class that are made for movement? Like they're part of AK or something. Forget it. Let's see, forget it. It's so hard to see with the glasses on, but in fact, it's not me for putting down the hands. Sit down.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Minshew on first down. This ball's cut by Bowers. A lot of mess on the move here. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
On the move, header. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll get him back to 11.
Hey, dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-possession game. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
They'll try it on the ground. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 32. Gets himself free. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. He's trying in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pressure coming. It's Minshew. The screen pass falls incomplete. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 21. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They give to Barkley, left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that brings up 4th and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again. They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Oh, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yeah, no way that running back was going to get that one in. Not with that force of the defense coming at him.
Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, Minshew. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 2nd and 3 now. from the 47. Got a man, Bowers has it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing on first is Minshew. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Sticking in the air with Minshew. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out third down. Out of the pistol, Minshew. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. We're at halftime here in Philadelphia, and the Eagles have soared to a lead at the break. Okay, I guess none of you were in band or color guard in halftime. That's fine. We can skip over the halftime performances, though I was looking forward to them. The second half. Let's get it underway. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles and this running back headed back out for a new series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Oh, baby! And after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. You don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field, there is nobody, and I mean nobody in the building that was going to catch him.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Madison. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Josh Sweat making the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Now Minshew. Getting out to his left. He's running for it.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
It's fielded at the 14. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Now the Eagle offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Running right, it's Barkley. Spins out of one stop, and he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running left, this is Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 44. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Here's Saquon. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough. So
No.
House.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders first. They give it to Madison. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. With Kobe Dean in on the tackle. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes out. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he's been one of the players of this game. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles returning their offense and this running back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First down throwing for Hurts. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1. They run it with Saquon. That's a first and even more past the 40. Hits the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles trying to end this before the final quarter. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. And yet again, he's made a trip to the end zone. On the ground. And now just one more return visit away from tying that NFL single-game record. Now the Eagles will attempt another 2-point conversion. He's throwing for it. And that's caught. Great call. Even if the points weren't needed, the lead swells by another 2. All right, I think I already know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Game well decided. How does a former player like yourself feel about that decision?
Yeah, whatever you think your answer is, Kate, you're right. I don't think there's anybody that likes this, and I don't think there really is a case when you're up this big. You're just trying to embarrass your opponent, and you better be careful.
Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Complete. It's Myers. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Forced out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the... Oh, no, he lost control of another one. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Madison. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll go right back to Madison. He's contained at the line for no gain. That's the long-tenured Brandon Graham with the stop. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Minshew setting up to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete, and that would have made for an impressive catch on our final play of the third quarter. They're out now, ready to punt it. And this is going to put them up to 6 punts today. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Barkley. Up to the races, middle of the field. 30. At the 20. The 10. Fights across for the touchdown. The Eagles are running them out of the building. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. The 6th time he's run it in this game, and that ties the NFL record. What do you say we set up a picnic chair there for him and save him some time, partner? That is the 6th time that he's run one in this. And that earns him a well-deserved piece in the record book alongside Alvin Kamara, whose single-game mark he's just tied. The Eagles lined up here. They're trying for 2 once again. Trying for it on the ground. And he's into the end zone again. So he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Now this offense ready to head back out. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown! Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Keeping it on the ground. And they aren't slowing down in the slightest. 2 more to their lead. Man, what a blowout we've got here. All right, I might have understood this a couple of touchdowns ago, At this point, I'm not sure you can find much justification for going for two, but they did, and that landslide grows bigger still.
Kate, does this feel personal to you?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? This feels personal, and honestly, I'm having a flashback to Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, USC, Stanford. After the game, when those two went out on the field, like, what's your deal? What's your deal? What's your deal? Keep the camera rolling because this handshake's going to be rather interesting.
Here comes their offense out again. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete here to Bowers. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 34. He's on the move. He's keeping it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates it.
Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown! The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
They want to run it across. And he's into the end zone, so the blowout continues as they tack on 2 more. Well, partner, they had this one in the bag a long, long time ago, but some people...
You think? You sure?
They're just never able to resist running that score up as high as it can go, and apparently that includes going for 2 more there.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture some of just the guys that I played with in the past. Those that really respect the game. You know what this does? This feels like you're disrespecting the game. This NFL, these are the best of the best, and this will come around at some point and bite you. You disrespect the game like this, you run it up on the...
Wow, it's free again! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
Holding offense.
Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home...
Wow, it's free again! And the Eagles get to it! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown! The Eagles are running them out of the building! Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. This offense getting all set for this series. 1st and 10, Minshew. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Minshew working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Let's come in here, Brock Minshew. Escapes the pocket. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He fields this at the 18. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Has room down the left sideline. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. They go with Barkley here. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Hurts. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. Past midfield to the 45. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Eagles continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A 7th rushing score in this game. That's a new NFL record. And this has now officially become the greatest scoring game in NFL history, Brock. He's the first player to reach 7 rushing touchdowns in a single contest. And this is a game that people are going to reference for eternity. That's one of the great individual efforts that we have ever seen. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out runs their offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Wow, it's free again! But I believe a Raider covered that one, so the Raiders hang on to possession. After the sack, another pass on second down. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. From the shotgun, Minshew. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. Collects this at the 35. Brushes him off with ease. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Eagles throwing 6 more on the blowout. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Another one on the ground for him. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
They'll try it on the ground. And he's into the end zone again. So he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This offense making its way back out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Wow, it's free again! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out first and goal. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. They'll motion Brown right. They go to Barkley again. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. No,
Barkley with some fancy footwork there for a touchdown. The Eagles are running them out of the building. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Another score for him this game. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they weren't afraid to keep running up that score to the point that records came and went on the way to victory. The point total, Brock, actually eclipsed the old record of 72 points in a game, which was held by Washington since 1966. Now a new record stands, one of the great offensive showings we have ever seen. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
That bitch like a dog. Hey, don't motherfucking dog.